Squirrels! So hello, and welcome to another Legend of Runeterra video. My name is Chris, and today we will be playing some Death Spiders, a deck that I think is in a pretty good space right now with a decent win rate and a good thing to climb up the ladder with, if that is what you are wishing to do before the new set releases, the full game releases I should say, as we see the reveal of some new cards coming up later on this week. We've already seen some new mechanics like Scout as I record this, so but let's talk about this deck, which I think is, as I say, pretty good right now. It is not an original deck by any means. It's a They Who Endure Spiders deck, the history of which is quite an interesting way to see how the deck developed. It started off with a Spiders Iceborne Legacy deck, and then people realized that Iceborne Legacy was probably a bit too weak and fragile, and instead went for more down just the straight Spiders They Who Endure package. But yeah, I think this is a really good deck, and I'll talk you through my list. We are not playing Thresh in my version of this deck. We'll start off with Ravenous Butcher. Obviously, again, we want things to die, so you know, he lets things die pretty easily, and obviously works very well with Curse Keeper. Crawling Sensation in this deck is can be an MVP depending on the matchup, especially against aggro matchups. Can be very, very good, and allows you to get multiple bodies again that can die. We're playing 2 Hapless Aristocrats and 2 Omen Hawks as our 1-drops. Omen Hawk, I think, is just, again, a good card that you want to include if you're playing Freljord. And these were the cuts that I had to make because I had to find space for some other stuff that I want to include. So yeah, both these good cards that fit in the deck pretty well, because we don't mind them dying either, and they both get some value. Elise obviously is just probably too good, to be honest. If I had to say, I think her and Zed probably need a little tone down in their unleveled versions and maybe make their leveled up versions better. I don't know. But Elise just seems, she's just a bit too much value as she is right now. Curse Keeper as well as a thing to sacrifice. 3 Glimpse, again, auto include in this kind of deck. Mistwraith. We are playing the Mistwraith package because I think that Mistwraiths are pretty good for right where they are right now. You know, they have fearsome, so they can't be blocked all the time, and I think Wraithcaller is still a really good card, and they provide multiple bodies for you which can die. But they're decent bodies as well, which means you can whittle the opponent down quite well. So I think they are a decent inclusion in this deck alongside Vile Feast, because we're already playing a lot of Shadow Isles cards anyway if you're playing this deck, so I don't see why you wouldn't go in for the Mistwraith package, because I think it's really good. Vile Feast auto-include, Frenzy Skira auto-include, we don't need to talk about them too much. Brood is really probably the card that changed, that allowed this deck to sort of flourish as well as it does. You know, 5 mana for 3 2/1s is good, basically, and works obviously really well with Elise, and just allows you to create big board states. 3 Grasp is what I'm on. This is sort of just a way to get rid of, because we don't have much removal. We got Vile Feast, but that's about it. We got 1 Atrocity, which you don't really want to be using for removal too much. So this is in case we need to remove something from the board. I'm thinking like Ash or Draven maybe in an aggro matchup, or Fiora maybe. Those type of things that, you know, we might struggle to remove. Sometimes Karma as well. So that's why Grasp is there. 1 Atrocity, obviously, to help finish the game with a They Who Endure, maybe with something else as well. And They Who Endure, the whole deck is sort of built towards things dying and drawing a They Who Endure, and it can be quite frustrating when you don't get to draw it. So that is the deck. Let's jump into ranked. I've been, again, doing pretty well with it, I think. As you see, my logo is the little spiderling, so we're on point there. Ooh, as we come up against a pretty rough matchup, I'm going to say, for our game 1. Elusives obviously isn't the greatest of matchups here, simply because our things don't die a lot. I'll keep the second Elise, I'll drop you. I think Brood could be important for going wide on this game. as we get it, they who endure. It's not ideal. We need to be putting as much pressure on them as we can. We do have the attack on 2, which is quite good for Elise, obviously. There's a mistwraith. This is the thing, the fearsome could come in handy quite well here. So we get a free attack off. That's good. We'll see what he's on. But we want to be going, you know, pretty much as wide as possible, I think, here. He drops a Z. I mean, I'm quite happy to jump out a spider. It's no issue of mine, my friend. And at this point we will drop all the spiders we can. We're really going to fill up this board right here. And get in some good damage. Gives us the Darius emote. So we got to flip the Elise early on, that's pretty nice. I don't want to kill Zed actually. Zed is actually one thing that we can block. And gives us a chance at doing more damage, and we want as much damage early on as we can. So he's down to 8 already, so this is a good start. We can go and drop this Omen Hawk here, just to buff some stuff up. That we will happily sacrifice again. Yeah, I don't mind sacrificing many of these things. Ooh, that's a nice little draw as well. See, it's that I'm more afraid of, to be honest. Of course, he attacks with the Z.
I will play my part.
So I'm pretty content jump blocking there and there. Now we could go for Brood, or we could go for Wraithcaller. What is the better play? Well, considering only these two can block the Wraithcallers, I think actually Wraithcaller is the better play. So that's a Greenglade duo. We'll be trying to kill that with one of these spiders, that's for sure. So obviously we want to be attacking here. We just need to decide how we want to attack. So let's start off with you 3. So we want to bring you there and probably you there, and with Elise. Elise is fearsome, so only you can block her. Well, if we take something that is non-fearsome, that means that these two could force a block there. No, I'm gonna leave it up to him. If he wants to kill Elise, he can. We have to drain back up. This thing should be getting bigger.
You cannot escape.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what he does. He's okay with it happening. Well, so am I, my friend. But the pressure we're putting on right now is obviously pretty huge. We have Brood to get a bigger board back. We're happy to see what he wants to do. That's a pretty, not useless, but, you know, not ideal play. Do we have to play Brood here? I don't think we do. I want to see what he's going to do first. Drops Greenglade. He's on 2 life. We'll play the Brood. It represents extra damage. Next turn, it represents a threat again. You know, any one of these spiders can kill him now. So he's in trouble. Okay. I mean, that's still not really going to win him the game. He will attack with all. Okay. So I'll block there. Puts us down on 1. He could have twin. But if he does have twin, we can always just drain. So I think I'm pretty happy to do that as well. Yeah. If he does have twin, we've got the answer. There it is. Yep. So we'll just kill you. We'll kill you. We'll draw as well. There's no point in killing that. And we should be good, pretty much. You know, we could use another unit here, but Elise is nice. We survive. We drop Elise. He's in trouble. He's giving us the good game. You obviously can never be too sure, but it is what it is. Okay, he surrenders. There we go. Elusives, which is, you know, normally quite a difficult matchup, as they can sometimes obviously not allow us to be killed. But right there, we saw the power of the deck. We saw how, and that's why I think Wraithcaller is a pretty good card in this type of list. I think if you're playing a majority Shadow Isles, you know, deck anyway, and it's not a sort of super control deck, I think Wraithcaller is just an automatic inclusion in that deck. So this time we're gonna want something pretty big. They are gonna have stuff like Withering Whale, which makes it a bit harder for our spiders here, but that's an okay first hand. We definitely want to keep the Glimpse. Is the Mistwraith right here? Would I rather have Curse Keeper or Mistwraith? He's going to be playing chump blockers, I think. So I think I'll just keep the whole hand here, because I'll probably play the Mistwraith, but we obviously want to see what we draw into this Curse Keeper. Maybe we get a Butcher and could, you know, do something there. No Omen Hawk for him. That's pretty nice. Or Hapless or anything. No 1-drop. That's pretty good. On 2 here we have some options. He's going to do nothing, so I'm going to just drop my Mistwraith. Now on this next stack we have to consider the Archer. It's a pretty common play, so we could drop the Omen Hawk. He could have a lot of things. I don't think developing an Omen Hawk is really worth it there. So we'll just get in our 3 damage. Stop that Archer from getting much value. He's gonna pass again. I'll take the pass. I don't mind that. Now we get up our mana. He could have an Avalanche. That wouldn't be a shock either. But to combat said Avalanche, we can go for Curse Keeper into this Mistwraith, which is a 4/3. Yeah, we can put potentially a lot of damage on the cards here, with Glimpse backup as well. So he's setting me up for a Whale. So I could Glimpse that, to be honest, and stop the Spider. No, we'll get better Glimpse than that, I think. But I will do this. We want to keep Glimpse up at this time. Okay. That one's pretty easy though. And that's why we kept the Glimpse up there. Obviously we do have the second one as well. That's fine. See, he's setting me up for a Whale here, so that isn't a great draw. We don't really have a great hand here to deal with a Withering Whale. We could go for this, however, because Whale is the only thing that I'm really scared of here. He could play an Archer, but that's fine as well. Oh, okay, that wasn't what I was expecting at all. That means that we can develop pretty heavily here, as much as we want. So we will just go for full attack. Is this a War Mother's deck then? Potentially? Yep, we're pretty happy with that. I could have glimpsed this, to be honest. Maybe that was the right play. We'll end the round there. As are they who enjoy. You see that not many things have died. There's a soul gorger, that's interesting. Okay. So he'll probably attack with that. Probably glimpse whatever he attacks with. See, I think he might have wanted to pass there. I think passing might have been the correct choice for him there, in all honesty. It's a nice draw as well. So we will end the round there. I could have done something to that. But let's just go in for the attack. Obviously that Soul Gorger will be finding some value. He's definitely got Whale in hand. I think that's probably the most obvious thing here, but that's fine as well as long as this thing survives. Here is the Whale. Yep, pretty obvious. But I'm kind of okay with taking it, to be honest. So we'll drop these now. Okay, we've got a 10-10. So be careful, weary of a ruination. Well, we should have maybe gone for crawling first. But we're good there, I think. Okay, double they who endure. We have 11 mana up. Which doesn't mean we can do both. Second Gorger. Does make one day who endure pretty easy. The second one here also pretty important. Now we have an interesting attack. Maybe I should have killed that spider. But I think with that grasp there, I think we will go for full attack. He's on War Mother's Call right now. No, now he's not if he plays something here. Vengeance on the She Who Wanders. Yep. Okay. Soul Gorges have proved pretty valuable for him though. We need this thing to get to 20 probably to win this game. Because his life gain is probably going to be pretty high the rest of the game. We just need to avoid another Vengeance or Ruination. So I might have to wait to drop this at the right time. So... see, if we play Brood, we give him such a good Withering Whale right now, but it does mean that he can't War Mothers next turn. Could have Avalanche, but this would obviously kill that, and give us a chance to kill this. Yeah, I think we're good there. That's what I want. Here's War Mothers. Kind of means we're against the clock a bit here. I don't mind trading pretty aggressively. I'll play trade into that, to be honest. Let's try and get as many spiders as we can here.
We must all make sense.
As I say, we're probably going to need a massive They Who Endure.
My true
Right.
beauty is beneath the skin.
As our Elise will level up. It also does mean for him certain cards aren't as good. We have to hope for no whale here, that would be pretty devastating. Okay, no. Thresh is also a bit of a problem. Oh, Ledros, didn't expect him. That's an interesting decision in a deck like this. With the fearsome, that's pretty spooky. So do I just play the 16-16? Potentially. Let's start with you. Start with more spiders. We can block it out with this, but if he's... well, he'll probably thresh the Elise, I would imagine. Either way, we can block the Ledros, so I'm not overly concerned. I'll wait. I'll wait one more turn. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. So he's gonna wet drain there. Okay. That's an interesting choice. Does level up the Thresh. Which means if he takes that now... what are you to, 17? So he attacks with Thresh, he drags this. If I play you, this one of you two can block Ledros. We can, you know, or I can drop you now. If I think you're the right choice there. Is that the right choice? That's a tough one. Because he's still got mana for Vengeance, which obviously if he gets, it's kind of game over anyway. He can still block the Anivia. But I think he just got us early on with the life gain. The whale was pretty bad. This deck doesn't do two. Oh, he doesn't drag anything. Okay. Well then I'm going to block like there, there, there and there. This is dealing what, 9 to me? I'm on -1. So I have to drain you, I guess. You're up to 18. If we can get an atrocity, we could be okay. Let's play you first. See what he does. Come on. Atrocity off the top. It's a 22-22. God, if I only had Challenger as well, this card, it would be really quite good, wouldn't it? Because then we could challenge this Tryndamere and win the game. We're just a bit off. I need him to kill these. Maybe kill something else. Hopefully he kills these. And this. We're a couple damage off. What are you, 7? Come on, kill them. Fine. 22-22. Atrocity off the top. We win. We're running 1. We got a 1 in 20 chance. So 5% chance we win this game on the spot. Unless he vengeances it now. Okay. Heart of the cards. Come on, Yu-Gi-Oh! Come on, Yugi. No. tried so hard, but got so far. But in the end, I mean, we still, if we get it, we win. It doesn't even matter. Him actually doing the damage to this does matter for that Trinity. Unless we can find something that's gonna kill that as well. Atrocity, show yourself. Oh. Where were you the turn before? We would have won with that. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Ah, atrocity. Ah. A fun game though. I love games where you have like a one out. But unfortunately we didn't draw it there. We'll do one more. Ah, god damn it. That's the thing, you run up against decks that do run stuff like Vengeance and Ruination. It can be tough, as it looks like we either queued into the exact same guy, didn't check his name. But this guy isn't playing a Nivea, he's playing Elise. We could be a mirror match. And in a mirror match, you could be good. I don't think you're as good. We've got the attack on 2. Okay. Mirror match. Potentially. I think it must be. He's playing Thresh and Tryndamere. So it's probably 2 Thresh, 1 Tryndamere, I'd imagine. So we'll see how we do. We'll both lead off with an Omen Hawk. We will trade. Maybe I shouldn't have traded. No, yeah, I think I should. So we will wait.
These old eyes still see far.
Okay, so that gets the buff, which means that this doesn't do much against it. Double trouble. In fact, we'll brood here. It's a pretty easy brood awakening. We don't play this card because obviously it weakens our allegiance chances. There you go, that stops his attack. There's a mistwraith that could be okay. We're gonna go Skira though. Try and get some more attack in. Could avalanche us here. Oh, he's got his own brood. Okay. I think, I mean, yeah, this is basically who can get there, they who endure, big enough to where it matters. Okay. Do have a 3/3 mistwraith here. There's a nice Elise, 3/4 Elise, even better. Which kind of means, do I want to even trade these spiders when I have a 3/4 Elise? I'll trade 1. Will I? I'll trade 1. That leaves us with 2. Potential drain there for the 3rd. Start off with Elise. He just drops an Omen Hawk. I think leveling up Elise is probably our best strategy right now. Could glimpse this. Which would have been bad, so there's no glimpse, because he obviously would have glimpsed that. I think it's worth the risk, as neither of them can block these spiders now. Neither can that.
Smooth as silk.
See, the thing is, if we go for this, I'm not sure if he's running whale or not. I don't really want to develop and run the attack here. I think the attack is pretty okay. There's 3-2. Let's drag it to Elise. No, let's drag it to the spider. Go with Vile Feast again. Elise being buffed here by the Omen Hawk obviously puts it out of grasp range, which is obviously very important. And there we go. He's down to 8, so if we can find our guy now, we should be okay. If we can find our They Who Endure right now, we should be okay. Just gonna go for another brood. It's interesting. We'll drop you. Mistwraith. Yeah, we're pretty happy to end there. You could always have a lot of things for this. I'm actually not gonna kill anything on his board if he attacks. I'm gonna let him attack. I'm gonna keep his board filled with units that can't block mine. He's dealing 11. I'll take 11. And now I will glimpse you. You could have lots of things for this, of course, but either way it gives us a 4-4. Or we just get straight up value. We want to keep his board clogged with the fearsome tag. He's struggling to do much outside of a ruination now. Ruination would be bad. He might run 1. But again, I don't really want him. Right now, with the fearsome tag, we've got him. Pretty much. Yeah, these two alone have got him. Here we go. He does have it. Well, that sucks. We do have another release there.
Light the signal fires.
Maybe we shouldn't have glimpsed that Cursed Keeper, so we'll play Elise. Yeah, that does really suck. But that's the thing, as I said, Ruination there kind of destroys us in that space and time. Okay, there's a Mistwraith. I think it is worth developing. He's not on second Ruination, surely. And if he's got anything scary, we can drag it with the spider.
Winter take you.
That's not ideal. Huh. We'll drag you across there, obviously. Problem is now, look at the card advantage. That's really what's screwing us. Those Avaros and Sentries really did a lot of work for him in this game. He's going down to 4. We have to hope he doesn't have something. I'm kind of glad that he's playing something here. Which will be, what, a drain on you? But surely he would have drained this. Double Vial? Ah. Double Vial is fine. That says to me, this is a man that does not have a They Who Endure in hand, and that's really all that matters. And as I say, that's really gonna come down to who drew theirs.
I
Okay, there's an Elise,
in the shadow.
decent Elise as well. But our mistwraith can block that. So that's fine as well. Okay, we get another mistwraith. He gets a thresh. That's not ideal. That can take our Elise. Can kill it, but it's not ideal. We want this thing to live, really. I'll happily block there. Come on. Come on. He attacks with this spider. So this, I think, is Crawling Sensation. And if it is Crawling Sensation, or it's Vile Feast, I'm just going to do this. So this is Vile Feast or Crawling Sensation. But if it's Vile Feast, then I can't give it to him. I want the rest to die anyway, so... If he passes, it's... Okay, it's Crawling Sensation. Which means he does get a leveled up Elise. Which is obviously not good.
Let me change into something more comfortable.
Okay, here we go. I like that. I like that draw. It's a very good draw. Our house is a very, very, very fine house. Don't have top deck something to kill this. You top deck something to kill it. Okay. He gets another spider. Again, not ideal. Do I want to attack with you? No, we'll leave you. We'll attack with these two. He could let it go through, but obviously Nitrosity again would kill him. He's blocking with the Elise. That is an interesting choice, and not one I was expecting at all. It really is going to come down to who top decks a day who endure. Come on. Okay, that's a decent draw. Oh! Okay, he got it first. Ah. That's what the game was. It's essentially at that point the game was who got it first. He got it first. We could have won that game pretty easily, I think. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I saw some close games in there. That last one, pretty annoying, but what can you do? Basically, that was just a game of luck at that point. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I really like this deck. I think it's a lot of fun to play. So give it a shot. It is pretty decent for laddering up, especially in the sort of gold to plat to diamond range, I would reckon. So yeah, I've been Chris. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.